back to the show. Michael and I have changed for the better, I think.
It feels like, what was it, Black Swan?
Totally.
Yeah,
We've
right
got
there.
beautiful aprons.
Diane Clement, kind enough to bring us some nice aprons. Of course, cookbook author, former Olympian, and foodie extraordinaire. How are you?
I'm just great, and I want to say that these are from the Apron Guys. Ken Tan, that you work out with in the gym. You should see him.
So he
is
Absolutely.
so fit.
He made Michael a tuxedo.
And Ken is now doing, it's called the Apron Guys.
Well, thank you, Ken.
And this is from Ken, and we just love them. And this had Fiona all over, and this is your formal evening attire. And I am the cherry blossom queen.
You sure are. Diane,
for the time of year.
Queen.
We are going to be doing some fantastic little snacks because Easter is coming, and you've put out the cutest spread here.
Well, this is, you can do all this a day ahead, no problem. And so what we're going to do, we're doing three things. We're going to start, and I've done this before, but so many people ask me again to remind them.
Yeah.
We puncture a little hole in the French cheese. This is from the Champagne region. It's in a basket already. You buy it at the specialty cheese shops. So you put that, puncture the hole in around, and then pour the champagne slowly.
Look at Mike, he's so careful.
Stir it around.
You were going to eat it.
I was going to eat it. And then I realized how rude that would be.
You can't record it because you have the guilty.
I realized at the last second. Okay.
Pour the champagne in there
We
slowly.
have a little Piccolo Henkel
And it doesn't have to be the most expensive champagne.
So
and,
it just is such a fun thing to serve.
And it is, and then now you start stirring, and while you stir, we're going on for the next one.
Oh, okay. I stir the champagne in?
Get all into it. Just dig into it.
Dig into it, Michael. Get into it, Michael. Dig into it.
As Julia Charles said, she would just stick her finger in and stir it around. But,
Michael doesn't.
Well, that's Julia Child.
Okay,
and unlike Julia Child, I don't wash my hands.
Now, the next one we're doing is the Hearts of Palm, which you can buy, you know, in the tins or the bottles.
Yeah.
And we basically cut it in three. These can be done the day ahead. And then the middle one, you sort of slice that off, and you can just eat that. So now, then we take the roll of the prosciutto.
Okay, we've got the prosciutto here. We've got it nice and thinly sliced.
And a little piece of basil.
Little basil.
A little stem of basil.
And do I put that in and roll?
And then we're going to stand that. So what we do is put the basil right side up, and then we're going to take the thin roll, and we start at the bottom, and then we grasp it and just roll it like these. Simple as anything. Start at the,
Let's do
Anybody can do it.
Let's do it, people.
And then you can, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful
and I'm
thing.
just putting it right next to yours and nobody would know I did it.
Perfect. And then we're now going to do, you know, Mad Men. I mean, like now we're in the 60s.
70s. You know
70s,
what?
60s.
You are doing the cutest little appetizer here, and I told you that my mom always used to go to a special farm to get quail eggs, and she'd make us the cutest little fried quail egg breakfasts. These are hard to find. Where did you get them?
Your mom she's brilliant. I mean, that's
brilliant.
how many years ago. Well, we can get them at Urban Fair.
Yeah.
That's the only place I've seen them. And so what I've done is I've sort of cook them for 4 minutes. You bring them to a boil for 4 minutes. The darling little quail eggs. So this is a modern take on the
deviled egg.
The deviled egg.
The deviled egg, the famous
classic
appetizer of the 70s. Now, what have you done? So
now, what we've done is I've got a little bit of pea sprouts, and now I've just mixed that with a little bit of the mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, just a little bit of the chili ketchup.
Yeah.
And then you're going to fill those little eggs.
Yeah, we've got our little.
And then we're just going to maybe just put a little piece of the sprout on top of that.
Just to make it pretty?
Yep. Or you could also put...
Michael, where are you?
How are you doing with yours?
I was hanging. I was mixing cheese. I was busy.
So there. Now that's it. You can do that morning or even the day before. So it's easy for Easter.
They're so cute.
And the third one is, of course, the little... These are real chocolate. And so
now, as Michael said...
do not confuse these two things. Because if you put this one just in the nest there, just casually with the rest...
Somebody's going to get a raw quail egg.
But then again, that is kind of fun, right? I mean,
it's like Russian roulette with your guests.
It's egg roulette.
At that stage, a raw egg. I mean, I think in Denmark, people eat their raw eggs.
Exactly. It's fine. It's fine.
A glass of champagne.
And Diane, you have made the cutest little spread here. You did a little Easter theme. We've got our bright green, and then you've got the cute little things and the little plates, and it just goes to show you can make a really fun little luncheon.
Well, have fun, and well, this is sort of for an evening before you have your main dinner, and it all can be done. And let's have a look at that
How'd your cheese go?
How did I do? Did I do all right?
Well, let's have a spoonful and see.
Well, okay. Well, okay.
The taste is in the
We
pudding.
have to talk about this as well because you sold out, and people,
Canadian best-selling, but we do have a couple, I think, to give away.
We do, and this is the book here. It's Start Fresh, and Diane has been kind enough to sign 2 copies of this cookbook, which is a rarity, people. They're no longer in print. This is a collectible.
A collectible, and I must add, Doug and I are the co-founders of the Vancouver Sun Run. We want to see you all in a couple of weeks running down Georgia.
Record setting.
Record setting.
I always forget that you guys co-founded this because it's become such an iconic event, not only in Vancouver, but in North America. People come from all over the place to Vancouver to come to this run.
And our international athletes from Kenya, and they all come in now, but we had 3,500 the first year, 29 or 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And we last year had 55,000.
And it breaks records all the time.
Yes.
I see people training all year round for it.
And going by our building.
How proud does that make you, by the way? Not just the people that run it every year, but the people that run it and it's their first 10K. It's the first time they've ever run that far. It's the first time they believe that they can be a runner.
Exactly. And also the fact we have the walking program, and it's Doug's walk-run program in the sun. People will come up to Doug and say, I never thought I could do a 10K. I've walked it, and it's changed my life. So it is a life change, and we have 87 to 95 clinics all over the Lower Mainland. So it makes us very proud. And so,
as it should.
So because we do exercise, we can enjoy the
these things.
Now you're gonna have thank you so much, and happy Easter, Diane.
Happy Easter, and happy Easter to all the families. Enjoy.
Okay, we're going to take a break.